My name is Uwazuruike. I'm the leader of the movement for actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra and the Biafra independence movement. As you are aware, MASSOB was founded in Lagos in 1999. When MASSOB was founded, we had 25 stages towards the actualization of Biafra. We followed these stages up to 2004, when we took out 4 aspects of the program together. These 4 aspects included no census, sit at home, no election, and referendum. We took the first aspect of it, no census. And in that no census, our people were advised by MASSOB not to participate in the census of that year, 2004. Because of that, our figure in that census came so low. In that same year also, we took out the aspect of sit at home. Our sit at home in 2004 recorded total success, total compliance, not only in the southeast, but south, Lagos, Kanu, Kaduna, up to Kotonu, Ghana. To the extent that when BBC asked the then president, what was happening in Nigeria, he said that the Igbos went for their New Yam festival. We did all this. It was because of this, the success of sit at home, that I was arrested in 2005 and detained in Abuja. I was detained for 2.5 years. I was only released in 2007 after the death of my mother. I was given 90 days by Justice BIM Massob to go and bury my mother and come back to prison. I used 70 days to bury my mother and went to Owerri police station for them to take me to Abuja. The then commissioner of police made several calls and came back to me and told me that the people at Abuja said I should go home, that they will not take me to Abuja address. After a few days, our leader, Jim Odbebu, invited me to Enugu. When I got to Enugu, I saw a barrage of other leaders, Igbo leaders. He sat me down and asked me to explain to them the doctrine of no census, sit at home, no election, referendum. I explained all these things to them, one after the other. That audience picked holes in these 4 cardinal points. On the issue of no census, they blamed me for the downtrend in recording the population of our people in that census. They blame me that the population of our race has become insignificant in Nigeria. I apologize. On the issue of sit at home, one of the participants in that forum educated me that the 5 southeastern states actually plays a very vital role in the economy of Nigeria. He told me with facts that our contribution in the economy as at then was less than 8%. I mean the 5 southeastern states. That person up to today is an intellectual and is a person known in Nigeria as far as economics is concerned. Then on the issue of no election, though I'm a lawyer, but other lawyers here on that day, we brainstormed on the issue of no election. And realized that it's just a constitutional matter. The 1999 Constitution provides that for a president to emerge, he just requires about 25% in 2/3 of 36 states under Abuja. And 2/3 is just about 24 states. Southeast has only 5 states. So if you subtract 5 states from 36 states, you have 31 states. So without the Southeast, the president of Nigeria will emerge without any problem, whether you participate or not. Even if you combine Southeast and South-South, you get about 11 states. If you subtract 11 states from 36 states, you still have 25 states. So a president of Nigeria can still emerge from 24 states out of that 25 states. On the issue of no election for governors, the Constitution provided that a president can pick or nominate anybody he likes as administrator of the state if no election is held in that state. So the issue of no election is neither here nor there. On the issue of referendum, we also discussed extensively here that even the word referendum is not in the 1999 Constitution. And for you to insert that clause, referendum, you have to amend the Constitution, which requires 2/3 of the members of the National Assembly and 2/3 of the houses of the House of Assembly in the state. So for you to get that, after ratifying that provision, then you start to talk about the census itself, which has to be through the bill in the National Assembly. The president does not have automatic proclamation to say, let there be referendum. After that discourse, I came to realize that we have made so many mistakes. That was in 2008. We dropped the idea of census, or of no census, no election, referendum, sit at home. We dropped the 4 of them in 2008. Then we came back to re-strategize and said, what next can we do? Then we brought other aspects I will not even tell you now. Because from that aspect, we brought out that maybe go to London in 2009 to found Radio BIAFRA London, which I appointed Nnamdi Kanu as the director. By the end of that year, 2009, Nnamdi Kanu changed and started speaking against the program of MASSOB. I don't want to go further on that. But the issue I want to establish here is that since he started speaking against that lady and formed the so-called IPOB, they have dwelt on 3 program agendas. From the 2004 agenda, we dropped in 2008, which includes no election, sit at home and referendum. Then we begin to think of what benefits are these to the progress of people now. What do we want to achieve in all this? I tried to keep quiet over this. People were calling me. They are criticizing you, they are blackmailing you in your radio and all that. I said, no, it doesn't matter. Everybody's talking about Biafra. And for a new person to succeed, he has to blackmail Uwazuruike. Uwazuruike has been there for years. They have not gotten Biafra. And for you to succeed, you have to blackmail me. Otherwise, how do you succeed? You say you can get Biafra in 3 months. Let me see. From 3 months to 6 months to 1 year to 2 years up to today. I'm not gotten Biafra. But that's not my concern. That's not my worry. My worry is the adverse effect all these have on our people. The untimely death of innocent citizens. Just yesterday, after the so-called phantom dance or whatever, that occasioned the death of so many innocent youths in Uwazuruike, Nnamdi Kanu came up again to say no election. He had previously said no election in Anambra State. And the election was held in Anambra State. In Anambra State, there is a government in that state. What became of the effect of the so-called no election in Anambra State? Now they are coming up again to say no election in the southeast. What will become the effect of that no election? Why all this? Why all this? Because you are now in Israel, others are in London and America. The leadership of the so-called IPOB. But the innocent ones that will die are here in the southeast and south. The innocent ones will die. While we are there saying no election, no referendum, blah, blah, blah. I want to talk to our people. It is not my place to speak ill of anybody that is agitating for Biafra. Whoever that talks about Biafra today is my closest friend and closest friend. But the methodology matters. There must be sincerity of purpose. After the disappearance of Nnamdi Kanu, Uwazuruike was one of the people the family blackmailed. They started from Uwazuruike had been hired by the federal government to wear a mask to testify against Nnamdi Kanu. So Uwazuruike brought phantom down to Uwazuruike to kill Nnamdi Kanu. As a matter of fact, his younger brother was accusing me that I knew the whereabouts of Nnamdi Kanu. When they were actually having discussions with him in his hideout. After 1 year and 1 month, why is it now that Nnamdi Kanu is reappearing now to talk about election? Because of money. Because of money. Now the souls of Igbo young men and women that died, nobody remembers them again. Another election has come up. Is that the right thing to do? How can you achieve no election in Nigeria? Tell me, how can you achieve it? If there is no election in the southeast, how does it affect anybody in Nigeria? The president will appoint administrators in the state. And so what? Life continues. Now we are telling us that your men, security men, defended you and took you out of Nigeria, of our family. But you did not tell us how you got back your travel documents, how you got your passports, because the SSS or DSS informed us that they were in custody of your passport, both the British and the Nigerian passport. But today, you are now in Israel. Who gave you the passport to travel to Israel? You didn't want to tell your members that. So our people, we have to be wise. I'm not against anybody. I'm not against anybody. I welcome anybody that wants to be part of the struggle. The struggle is not for one person. But their hands must be clean. It must be genuine. When I was telling people before that Nnamdi Kanu was brought in to degrade MASSOB, people never believed. But today, it's becoming clearer now. It's becoming clearer. How somebody whose passports were seized by the government escaped from the Phantom Dance where many people were killed, and is out of Nigeria on notice. From which airport? From which seaport? From which border? With which passport? People have to know what is the truth. So that's what I want to tell our people. I'm not in any scramble with anybody. By the grace of God, I played a very little role in the formation of MASSOB. I made some contribution. I was not elected by anybody to be the MASSOB leader. I don't need anybody's congratulations. I don't need it. I did it from my conscience. By the time I started MASSOB, no Igbo man had ever been the chief of army staff. No Igbo man had ever been the chief of air staff. No Igbo man had been the secretary to the government of the federation. No Igbo man had been the secretary general of police. Name them. But immediately I started, in less than 4 years, the Igbo men occupied all these positions. That's to my credit and the credit of my members. Nobody will take them away. The only difference today is that there is this social media. We suffered more than any other person. The so-called Faruku Pantonda is just a minute, inconsequential attack. We had heavy casualties in Okwe. So many times the soldiers came, killed so many people, nobody, it was unreported. In Omola Lokigwe, we lost over 200 men. I presented myself to the soldiers to kill me. They took me with the dead bodies and brought me to Owerri police station. CID. All these things, people saw them. I have never run away. I have never tried to run away. But a little incident in Afaloku, somebody was smuggled out. How many times have the government, I challenge them, if they want, I name names. How many times have they offered me free passage? I want them to deny it, and I name names. I said, I'm not living anywhere. I'm not living BIAFRA land. I'm not living Igbo land. I can never go on exile for any reason. I will die here. But somebody used my radio to blackmail me. Uwazuruike sold out. Uwazuruike collected money. Why should I join issues with you? Why should I join issues with you? God knows whether was it they collected money or not. God knows whether was it sold out or not. History will tell. Time will tell. But my advice is that parents should talk to their children. Outside Ojukwu, I am the leader of the new Biafra struggle. Believe it or leave it. I'm not begging anybody to support me on that. Whether you like it or not, it's history, it's there. I cannot come to the social media to struggle with anybody for supremacy. I cannot do that. Some media houses have been junketing. I have no time to lobby anybody to place me on the front page of any newspaper with anybody. I don't have that time. I have made my little contribution. Let any other person make his. Whatever you are doing, do with clean hands, so that posterity will keep your records for you. Thank you.
And liabilities.
Ebeka unusi Biafra. Ebeka unusi Biafra. Gamarapu Biafra. Gawe bozo gabi. Gamarapu Biafra. Gawe bozo gabi. Biafra.